Fraha? Yes, you'll be able to tell me. You'll be able to tell me if people are getting me. Is that correct?
Okay.
Yeah. So then what we want to talk about now today is what we call simple machines. And so write the topic simple machines. But in our we have different types of simple machines. Right? Simple machines. Somebody's microphone is on. Fraha, should only be on if you are telling us whether you are getting us or not. So write simple machines. That's the topic. Now we have 3 types of simple machines. But before that, we can say that what are the machines? So can somebody read? What are the machines?
Sure.
Sure.
What are the machines?
We use
Naomi?
We use the machines to do work since they help to make the work easier. Machines only make work easier, but they don't reduce the amount of work done. Machines are classified into 3: levers, inclined plane, single fixed pulleys.
Correct. Now, I want you to note this. I hope you have written the topic simple machines. And for class 7, we are only going to cover levers. But in class 8, we have inclined plane and single fixed pulley. So we are saying that the machines, we are using them to make work easier. So can you give me an example of a machine that you have been using at home that is helping you to do work? Let's start with Fraha. What is this machine that you use at home to help you do work that you'll have not done when you don't have that machine? Fraha?
Vacuum cleaner.
Yeah?
Vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner. Faith? 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 Which is this machine that you have used at home to help you do something? Yeah?
Washing machine.
Washing machine.
Washing
correct?
machine.
Ivian? Naomi Jenga?
Dishwasher.
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 Okay. Naomi?
Yes.
Naomi is not talking. Deborah? Which machine? Mercy?
A gas cooker.
Gas cooker. Helping us to cook. Louisa?
Scissors.
Scissors helping us to cut. Correct. Liz? Sharon?
Print.
Okay. Liz?
Printer.
Printer. Sharon? Sharon is not talking. Manuela? Blessing?
Lid opener.
Lid opener. Correct. Can we say fridge? Those are the machines, correct? Stanley? That is Tracy?
Washing machine. A computer.
Washing machine. Ivy? Ivy?
Computer.
Computer. So, these machines help us to do work by making work easier, but write that they do not, and this is you underline that the machines do not reduce the amount of work done. So the machines that we use, they do not reduce the amount of work that is supposed to be done. The only thing they do is that they make work easier. They make work easier by enabling you to use less effort to do a work. Like people are saying they're using washing machine to work to wash the clothes. You find that the energy that you are using to wash those clothes with the machine is less than when you are just washing the normal washing. So the machines only make work easier, but they do not reduce the amount of work done. Right? Yes, in the chat, if you have understood that. Right? Yes, in the chat, if you have understood that the machines, they only make work easier, but they don't reduce the amount of work done. So if you ask a question, which one of the following things cannot be done by the machine? You say they don't reduce the amount of work done. Very good. I've seen yeses in the chat. So we can now continue and say that the machines are classified into three. We have three. Number one, we have the machines that are classified, we call them levers. So we call them levers. They're the machines that we call inclined plane. They're also machines that we call single fixed pulley. Now, most of you are familiar with these big machines, like the washing machine. We are talking about vacuum cleaner, all those kind of things. But here we only talk about simple machines. Why are we calling them simple machines? It is the machines that can be found in Turkana, the machine that can be found in Maringo, the machines that can be found in Mandera. So those machines are the ones that we are going to talk about. So we might not talk about the big machines that you are talking about. We are going to talk about the simple ones. Something like scissors, something like wheelbarrow, something like lid opener, something like razor blade, something like pepper cutter, something like a pair of tongs, fishing rod, those simple ones. Stapler, those are the ones that we are going to talk about in this topic. So we are not going to mention the big ones, but those are the small ones. So let's start with levers, because that's the main one. So write levers. Write levers, because in class 7, we only cover levers. So we are not going to cover inclined plane now, but we'll cover it maybe in January or February when you come back to school, when we are doing class 8 work, because now most likely we are now finishing class 7 work. So write levers. Once you've written that one, say yes in the chat. Levers as your topic. Example of a machine that you want to talk about is levers now. So write it in the chat. Yes, if you are already there. Okay, so somebody to pick levers and read for us what is a lever. A lever is, somebody to pick that as we write.
A lever is a simple machine that has three features, namely effort, load, and fulcrum.
It is called fulcrum. It is called fulcrum. Fulcrum. So a lever is a machine or a simple machine that has three features. And these three features are effort, 2, load, 3, fulcrum. So the main objective here for the levers is that we are going to see the position of these three things when these levers are in use. So that's the main objective here. If come to Kwashule, we have been doing this practical, our objective will be to investigate the position of effort, fulcrum, and load when levers are in use. So that's the main thing. So what are these three things? Who knows what is called effort? So write effort. What is effort? 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 Somebody, yeah?
Could I try?
Yes.
Effort the force applied to do something.
Yeah, effort applied. Thank you for that. Effort is the force applied. Can you lift something where you are, please? And I like when I'm teaching science people to have their videos on, because I will be telling you what some things to do because we are not together. So if your video can be on, put it on so that you you do what I'm saying, because the science is not just talking. Science is practical. Very good, Deborah. Thank you very much for listening. So I am saying effort is force applied. Can you apply force maybe on your chair, maybe on your book, anywhere? Apply force to do something, apply force to lift something. That force that you're applying, okay? Liz is telling me I'm breaking for her. Kindly check if I'm breaking. So force applied, apply force. Yeah? Am I okay? Okay. So can you apply force? Yes, apply force. I want to see. I'm only seeing Ivy, and I like girls. These girls are very nice, very good. I've seen Louisa carrying something. That's correct. That is force applied. Very good. Ivy, I've not seen you carrying something. Very good. That is force applied. To apply something, force that you apply to lift something. That is what is called effort. I want to see Deborah carrying something. Deborah, Mercy do something, carry something. I want to see Faith. I want to see you carrying something. Very good. This girl down here, Liz Wayuguru. Very good. People are carrying things. So the force that you apply to carry things that you have carried there, that is what is called levers. That is called not levers. It's called effort. So thank you, Loisa, for that. So what about now the load? What about the load now? What is load? Right load? Right load? Front road? Okay.
Load is the object you're using a to carry.
Very good. So load is the force. These are forces, please. Load is the force to be overcome. So carry something. Carry something. Can you carry something? Those people who are their videos were on, can let them be on again. So this is a science practical lesson. You need to your video to be on so that I see you. So you carry something that the force of that thing that you have carried, that is what is called the load. Like I'm seeing Luisa carrying something. Whatever you are carrying, that one is what is called the load, the force to be overcome. Can you try to carry your table? Itangusha laptop. Go somewhere and carry something that you cannot carry. Try to lift something that you cannot lift. Can you move? Don't carry the books. Books you can lift. Go somewhere, even the sofa set. Even go to the sofa set where the chairs are. Then try to carry that chair. And tell me if you carried it. If you carried it, you tell me. I think you have not gone. I said people to go. Go, try to carry something heavy. Very good, Liz. Go. I want to see people going to lift something that is heavier, that they cannot lift. Okay. Very good. So come and tell us. Liz, you went. Come and tell us what happened. Liz. Liz, then Louisa, then Ivy.
I was able to lift, but not that much.
Oh, you lifted it, but not that much.
Yes.
Ivy?
It's still heavy.
It's still heavy for you. Louisa, did you go?
I lifted it a bit and then it fell.
Okay. Pra is saying that she felt as if the hands is breaking. That's okay. Now, things that we cannot do. Yeah, you cannot, even at table, yes. Things that you cannot carry with your effort, the way you have tried. Now, those are the things that we put in a machine to carry for us. So it's only that now we are not together, but you can now take that chair, put it in a wheelbarrow. You'll find it is very, very easy for you to carry it. Even if it's a stone, when you are using a crowbar, it is very easy for you to turn it. Even if it is something that, let's say, you want to remove a nail from a wood, it will be very easy for you to use a claw hammer to remove it. So force to be overcome is what is called the load. What about fulcrum? What about fulcrum? What about fulcrum?
Sure. It is the turning point.
So fulcrum is the turning point of the machine. Right, that one? Fulcrum is the turning point of the machine and is also known as the pivot. Turning point of the machine, and it is also known as the pivot. So the turning point of the machine and also known as the pivot. That is the fulcrum. It is the turning point of the machine. The part that is moving. That is what is called the what? The fulcrum. I hope you have written. So let's now go to the examples of levers. So we have 3 types of levers. Sometimes they are being called classes of levers. We have 3. So can somebody read it? Examples of levers.
Examples of levers, depending on the position of the load, fulcrum and effort levers fall into 3 classes. 1. Levers where fulcrum is between the load and the effort. 2. Levers where the load is between the fulcrum and the effort. 3. Levers where the effort is between the fulcrum and load.
So we have 3 types of levers. The first lever, the fulcrum is at the middle. Second lever, the load is at the middle. And the third lever is where the effort is at the middle. Remember the objective. The objective was to investigate the position of these 3 things: fulcrum, load, and effort when the levers are in use. So that's the main objective. So that's why now we are grouping these levers into 3. The levers that have fulcrum at the middle, where we call them first-class levers, and then levers that have load at the middle, where we call them second-class levers, and then levers that have effort at the middle, where we call them third-class levers. If you have written that and you have also understood what those things mean, write yes in the chat. Because you want to move now.
Yes.
Write yes in the chat. Write yes in the chat. Okay. So if you have understood that levers, Median is coming now. Surely. Okay. So that's okay. So that's okay. So write the subtopic now. Write the subtopic. Just now, because you have understood, just write first-class levers. Now, what are the first-class levers? Somebody to say? So our subtopic now is first-class levers. So what are the first-class levers? Somebody to say? First-class levers? What are the first-class levers?
Crowbar.
No, don't give me example first. What are they? First class levers.
The levers that the fulcrum is at the middle.
At the middle. So in these levers,
The
the
is at the center.
yeah, the fulcrum is the one that is at the center. So write that. These are levers with the fulcrum at the middle. And right, this statement is very, very important. In these levers, the effort distance is longer than the load distance. In these levers, the effort distance is longer than the load distance. So there are these two things that we want to talk about right now. The effort distance is longer than the load distance. Now let me explain what we are trying to say there first before you draw. I want you to understand this because you are going to be asked a question in exam. What is for effort distance? What is load distance? Louisa, confirm if you are able to see my screen.
I can.
Okay. Now look at this. Now, we said the turning point. So make sure you know these levers, the turning point is the one that is at the middle, and that is the fulcrum. Another name for fulcrum is pivot. I hope you wrote that. Now, we are saying, let's say this is an example of a crowbar. And you see, this is a stone. I'm explaining, so don't draw this one. I'm just explaining. This is the stone. So where am I going to apply the effort? Here. So I want to push this stone. So I will apply the effort here. So that's the effort. Now, when I apply the effort there, what is going to happen is that the load is going to go up. So the load is going up. This is the load now. So the stone will be pushed upwards. So if this is the load, this is the fulcrum, this is the effort, what we are trying to talk about, load distance, is the distance, and write that one if you don't know it. It is the distance between the load and the fulcrum. That is called load distance. The distance between the load and the fulcrum is called load distance. Then the effort distance is the distance between the effort and the fulcrum, EF. This is the effort distance. You can draw this one, by the way, so that you know where is the effort distance, where is the load distance. If you've understood that, you say yes in the chat. If you've understood what we meant by the term load distance, effort distance, say yes in the chat. If you have a question, ask Louisa.
Have a question. Is there a pivot distance?
No, you know, there's pivot is the turning point. It is the turning point. So it's the, in other words, it's the reference point.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's where we have the load distance, the effort distance. All of them are meeting there. We will revise balancing later of this week because I think we have already covered it in class 5, but we will revise it when we are now finishing the making work easier. Once we finish, then we revise the balancing and the forces later. But for this time, just know that we only have two distance. That's the load distance and the effort distance. Higher. Now, who can tell me why I am saying to make work easier, the load distance in the first class levers, the effort distance should be longer than the load distance? Who can tell me the reason why our statement here is saying that in these levers, the effort distance is longer than the load distance?
Sure.
Yes.
It's because so that a lot of force can be applied so that it can go like
a lot of force or less force.
yeah.
So that we apply less force or a lot of force. Who was talking, Luisa?
A lot.
Or Naomi?
Yeah. Yes.
Are we applying? You know what we are trying to say is, I want to give you this assignment because this is something that you can even do at home. And I hope you are not staying in a places where you cannot get a stone. Now, if you have a stone, let's take an example of a crowbar because already somebody told us crowbar belong to this class. So we are going to get a crowbar. So if I have a crowbar and I have a stone here that I want to push, and this is the fulcrum. So if my fulcrum is here, and another fulcrum is here, and another fulcrum is here, fulcrum A, fulcrum B, fulcrum C, and then fulcrum D. Higher. Where do you think I'm going to apply? If I put the fulcrum, I will apply less effort.
Sir,
Uh-huh.
say if you put your fulcrum at A, you'll be applying less effort.
At A.
Yes, sir, because the longer the distance, the easier the work.
Hey, you're very nice. You get these things very nice. Thank you. That's Ivy. Thank you. Hi, thank you very much. Because we are saying, I want you to understand, me, I don't just want to teach and then you don't get what we are saying. Because science is application. Science is application. You are going to be asked, where can I put the effort, the fulcrum, so that I use less effort? We are saying the machines make work easier. If I put the effort here, I put the fulcrum here, I will use a lot of effort because the fulcrum, the effort is here. But you have already said the longer the effort distance, the easier the work. Therefore, this one is the longest. So this one is the one that is going to make work easier. Thank you, Ivy, for that. The longer the effort distance, the easier the work. Very good. I hope now that one you have understood. Thank you, Ivy. And then there's something that you can also be asked. How is this thing applied? This is the fulcrum. The effort goes down and upwards. When you are in this class, the effort goes downwards and upwards. When you're in this class, first class level, the effort going down or upward. Yeah?
Down.
Downwards. Very good. Now you people, you are very good. I like that. I like that. So this is, so if you see something like this, fulcrum at the middle, you will be able to label this one is effort. Load is going upwards and downwards.
For the load.
Upwards.
Yes.
Upwards.
Upwards. Hey, now this class is very nice to teach. You people, you're understanding very fast. Okay, so that's now. So draw this one again in that class before we go to the diagrams for this one. So make sure you know the load is always going upwards in the first class level, fulcrum at the middle, effort going downwards. You are pushing downwards. Okay. And I'm enjoying because people are understanding. Amma, you already covered this.
Yep.
Yes. No,
Okay.
but yes.
Yes.
You have already covered this.
I've ever had a.
Oh, you have ever heard about them? Oh, so. Correct. I am.
You don't remember the seminar?
Oh, there was a seminar for this. Okay. Yeah. I remembered. I am. So now we are here now. That's the first class level. So I hope you have drawn. So give examples. Make sure you draw the same things like this one. Example is claw hammer, crowbar. These are the main one. Those two. We have a lid opener and scissors. Somebody want to talk?
Chanucha, go back to the notes.
Examples, yes. Examples are Kulohama. I put star on Kulohama and Kroba because they are the main one. Then we have as many as possible. We have lead opener. We have scissors. You can add. We have so many. You can add what? Add the seesaw. Add beam balance. Anything that has the fulcrum at the middle is a first class lever. Now, for exam, and I'm repeating this so that you don't blame me when it comes in exam. For exam, for KCP examination, the answer will always be Kulohama or Kroba. So you can be asked, lead opener work the same as Kulohama, Kroba. Which two levers has which pairs of levers have the same work the same way? Kulohama and Kroba. That one will always be the answer when they are testing first class levers. All the choices will have these. Is there anybody who does not know lead opener? Because here I've only drawn for Kroba is this one. So you'll be able to draw it later. Just have a picture of it. You draw it later. But remember, we are labeling. So my hand there is, the hand there is what? We are labeling. That's the main objective. Here is what? Here is what?
Chair, the effort.
The effort. Then the fulcrum should be here. This one is the fulcrum. Then if this is the fulcrum, then this big thing here is the load. So make sure you know how to label because you're going to get exam where you're being asked to label. So in a Kulohama, this is the Kulohama in use. Kulohama first of all, and then Kulohama in use. So Kulohama, the force applied, that is the effort, is applied here in that part. Then the load will be the nail that we are removing. Remember in class 4, these machines that we are talking about here are the machines you talked about in class 4. When you are talking about the uses of the machines in class 4. Make sure those simple machines that you are talking about are the ones now we are talking about here. So the function of a Kulohama is to remove a nail, and therefore the load will be the nail. You can be able to see that. And then the fulcrum is the turning point. So this is the turning point. This one was tested in 2014. You're going to see how it was tested.
I have a question.
Yes.
In the second diagram, where is the fulcrum not in the middle?
In the second, which one? In the Kulohama?
Yes.
You see this one? This diagram? You see this?
Yes.
This diagram was just to label for you what we have here.
Oh.
Okay, when this one is in use, the fulcrum is here. This part here is the fulcrum. E part in a move, the fulcrum. The load is the nail, and the effort is here. So we just come and label it here so that you'll be able to know which part is the fulcrum, which part is the load, which part is the effort. The load is always the nail. The nail is here. And then the fulcrum is this part. So it's at the middle. So you see now it's at the middle.
Yes.
Yeah, Kulohama in use. So you just need to draw this one, not this. Understood?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay. So I want us to I wanted to ask about lead opener so that we able also to see, because I've not drawn the lead opener. Let me start with scissors. Scissors. Let's look at the scissors. I only do those two because they're the ones that you are most likely to see in exam. But now let's see why is scissors is also a first class lever. Where is if you are supposed to label the scissors, tell me, where is the effort? Where is the load? Where is the fulcrum?
Could I try?
Yes.
Cha,
The Faith, you can try.
Yes.
Cha, the place where we hold the scissors is the effort, and the nail in between is the force.
Which force now? Which force?
The
The?
pivot.
Yeah, up and the pivot.
The
Yes.
pivot.
Then what paper, whatever we are going to cut, whether cloth, paper, or whatever, become the load. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that means
Yes.
the fulcrum is at the middle for our scissors. Is it correct? Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for understanding that. And you guys, you are very nice to teach. I don't know why you are good like this. You understand very fast. This is how you normally understand in class. I am. So let's look at lead opener. Lead opener. How is lead opener work? How is lead opener work? What is the difference between lead opener and what? And bottle opener? I wanted a nice diagram. I'm not seeing it. So lead opener. This one is, let's say, take an example of this. How is it working different with bottle opener? What are we going to do? Where is the fulcrum?
Could I try?
Yes.
The effort is where the woman is holding.
Yes, this part here is
The pivot is where the opening part where trying to hold the lead, and the load is those where it's now trying to lift.
The lead itself, eh?
Yes.
The lead itself is the load. So this is what we call the load, and then the other one is the fulcrum, and then the effort. So it is also at the middle. So that is an example of lead opener. So you're able to know when you see, because lead opener was tested in 2018. Children confused lead opener with bottle opener. You know, bottle opener unafinya, bottle opener unafanya, but lead opener like this. So you make sure you know how do I open bottle opener, how do I open the bottle, and how do I remove the lid. The lid you are removing like this, whereas bottle opener you have to do like this one. So you are going to see bottle opener is not in the first class, bottle opener is in the second class where the load is at the middle, but the lid opener is in the first class. But we are going to see the difference later. Let's talk about the seesaw. Most of you have seen the seesaw. Seesaw is this one. You have been there, almost all of you. Is that correct? Is there anybody who has never gone to a swing here? Where is the load? Where is the effort? Seesaw? Have I lost connection? No. Okay. You people, you are not talking? Yes.
Can you repeat?
Where is the load, the fulcrum, and the effort in the seesaw?
Sure. The load is where the children are sitting. And the effort is where the children's legs are.
Hapo ndio wanakanyaga. And then the pivot is this one here katikati, si ndivyo?
Yes.
Yeah, but now the load will be the person that will be lifted, and the effort will be the person that is lifting each other. Is that correct in a seesaw? So the load will be, this one was also tested in 2016, although not like this, but they tested children to know which one is the load. The load is the one that is being lifted, the bigger one. We use less effort to do a heavy work. So that is the load. The big thing that we are lifting is the load, whereas the small thing is the effort. The small thing that lifting the big thing is the effort. So that is a seesaw. What about let's look at the beam balance. Let's look at the beam balance. Beam balance are examples of first class lever. The beam balance. How does it look like? Where is the effort? Where is the fulcrum? So these are examples of a beam balance. We can pick Gani, to pick Evie. So this is an example of a beam balance where the fulcrum is at the middle, and then the load will be the one that will be lifted, and the effort will be the one that is lifting the load. So that's what you make sure you know. So if you have understood first class lever, and you'll be able to answer any question that comes from the first class lever, say yes in the chat. Say yes in the chat. Okay, so I'm seeing yeses. So that's okay. So let's now finish with second class levers. So right, the next one, you leave space for drawing. Leave space for drawing if you are not drawing. So let's go to these levers where the load is at the middle. We call them second class. And then right, these are levers with the load at the middle. These are levers with the load at the middle. These levers have the longest load distance. It's very, very important. No, change this one. It is not the longest load distance. It is the longest effort distance. These levers has the longest effort distance. Hence, least effort is used. Examples are wheelbarrow, nutcracker, human foot, door hinge. You can even add bottle opener. Add bottle opener. It's there. Higher. So the main thing here, which I want you to understand, the main. First of all, how is it going to move? Fulcrum now can be at the end. The dot is always the fulcrum. So what is here at the middle is the load. And then what is here is the effort. Now with a wheelbarrow, the load is going downwards and upwards. With the wheelbarrow, the load is going downwards, upwards. The load.
Oh, downwards.
Downwards. So it is the one that is middle, and it is going downwards because it is pushing the wheelbarrow. Then you are lifting, going upwards. So if you see a diagram like this is a second class lever where the load is at the middle, fulcrum, the fulcrum here is at the end, whereas the load is going downwards. So it is pushing. So in a wheelbarrow, you see what we are trying to say here is this is the load. This is the load. So it is pushing that wheelbarrow downwards, but you are applying your effort going upwards. The effort, so unabeba hivi, the effort is going upwards. So that's why we are saying the second class levers, load going downwards, effort going upwards. Yeah. Another thing, is what I want you to see. The wheel is here. Now the wheel is the fulcrum. Here you have said is the load. Here is the effort. Now, why am I saying it has the longest effort distance? Now look at here, up to here. The other one is just from here to here. Load distance. Remember we said load distance is the distance between the load and the fulcrum. So that's why we are saying in the second class lever, effort distance, they are the levers that have the longest. If you are asked which levers have the longest effort distance, they are the second class levers. They have the longest effort distance. Once you have understood that one, say yes in the chat. Which levers have the longest effort distance? Second class lever. That is a wheelbarrow. Okay. In this lever, the main is a wheelbarrow, meaning all the answers for this lever will be a wheelbarrow. So if you are testing a question on second class lever, the answer is a wheelbarrow. So they will be asked, nutcracker work the same as? Answer yako, wheelbarrow. Human foot work the same as? Wheelbarrow. Door inches work the same as? Wheelbarrow. If you have drawn the diagram, know the wheel is the fulcrum. Whatever is being carried by the wheelbarrow is the load. Where you are lifting is that the force, which is the effort. Make sure you know that. Make sure you know that. Okay. So let's see other examples. Yes.
This also goes with the trolleys.
The trolleys, let's take an example of a trolley. Do we lift trolleys?
No.
We push them, eh? But we apply force.
Yes.
Yes.
But there is a wheel. Is that correct? And then there are things that we are putting. I think this one, trolleys also belong to this class, yes. Although you know how trolleys might not be brought in exam because I don't think if anybody in Turkana has ever seen those trolleys. You get that one, Louisa?
Yes.
Louisa? Yeah, but now I like the way, I don't know why I'm enjoying your lessons today. I like the way you guys are thinking, eh? That thinking is what I like the most. But now when we are talking about a wheelbarrow and we are saying the load is at the middle and then we have the effort and then the fulcrum is the wheel, you are thinking of those trolleys, how they look like. That's how we learn. Because in exam, you'll just be drawn that trolley and then you're being asked, it works the same as? The answer is a wheelbarrow. Because you have to understand where is the effort, where is the fulcrum, where is the load. Thank you very much for that. Eh? Is that correct?
Welcome.
Yeah, I am. Then, so let's draw try to sketch the wheelbarrow. 1 minute. Okay, so when we come back on Thursday, because tomorrow we have only the afternoon lesson. Now Thursday we are finishing. Then on the afternoon we'll now be able to answer questions, and then now Friday we'll be able to revise. So we'll be able to revise other questions on the what on making work easier. But I like the way you have understood that, and I still gonna put the recording for you so that you get to know more as tomorrow we are continuing with the same thing tomorrow, not tomorrow, but on Thursday.